Thanks for staying with us here on The Pulse. We'll start from the Jubilee House because President John Dramani Mahama is taking steps to deal with illegal mining by convening over 50 major civil society organizations for a high-level meeting at the Jubilee House on October 3, 2025. The forum will bring together experts, policymakers, and stakeholders to chart sustainable solutions to the worsening environmental crisis. Ghana loses an estimated 120,000 hectares of forest cover each year to illegal mining, according to the Forestry Commission, while turbidity levels in key rivers have exceeded the 2,000 NTU threshold for effective water treatment, with the Brim River alone recording a staggering 64,000 NTU. The move has sparked mixed reaction. Now, while some welcome the engagement, Imani Africa's Vice President Franklin Kujo argues that what the country needs is urgent action, not more dialogue.
Right now is action, really. I mean, I don't know whether the meeting is supposed to ask us for our views or opinions as to what else to do. Frankly, I don't understand why we are meeting, but I suspect that maybe in solidarity with the president, maybe he wants to hear whatever we have to say. But frankly speaking, I think we all know what to do. And other than maybe meet and greet, I really don't know what else we're going to discuss at this meeting. Really. I mean, we've been having frank discussions ever since this matter came to a head. You recall the last administration, matters came to a head. The presidency, well, we just played the insert where the former president was putting his life on the line. And that was the highest point we've ever gotten to, right? Then everything started unraveling, and now we are here again.
Reverend Father Michael Kwaku of the Ghana Bishop Conference has also stressed the need for decisive action that puts national interests first.
We find the invitation of the president a welcome one, even though I agree with my brother Franklin that action is what is most needed now. It's always good. It is always good to talk and to dialogue. Who knows what might come out? The president has called us. We will oblige. We shall be there. We will listen to him. We shall also engage and articulate what we believe is good for our country. So we will be there. I've been in conversation with my superiors already about it. A delegation is being put together, so we will be there. But what we are expecting is clear, and it is nothing different from what we have said before. We want action to save our environment, to save our life as a people, to prioritize the life of the nation above pecuniary interests.
Thanks for staying with us here on The Pulse. Well, let me bring in the Deputy General Secretary of the NPP, Haruna Mohammed, joined the conversation here. We told you earlier that President John Dramani Mahama has invited over 50 major civil society organizations for high-level dialogue at the Jubilee House, and that is slated for Friday. The forum is expected to bring together experts and policymakers, and the key concern for all these individuals is just simply to chart that course on how to deal with the environmental crisis posed by illegal mining. Let me bring in Haruna Mohammed at this point in time just to get the brief reaction of the New Patriotic Party. We're hearing from government tell us that this dialogue is to enable them put together sustainable ways to deal with illegal mining. As the opposition, what's your thoughts about it? Haruna Mohammed, can you hear me? Great.
Can I hear the question?
I just wanted to get your brief reaction. Now, government is calling civil society groups together just to dialogue on the way forward to deal with the illegal mining menace. As an opposition party, what's your thoughts on this?
Thank you very much. This clearly tells you that the President of the Republic is not minded in the fight against galamsey. When he was in opposition, he had ample time to have consultation with the civil society. They were not government-appointed officers of state. They were in their offices, and on the streets of Ghana, talking and speaking and agitating to the sitting president then to implement measures to be able to solve say. They were very straightforward in their talks, and he had discussions with the civil society. And after then, he told us that the first thing that has to be done is state of emergency, and also to repeal the various provisions in the LI that looks at or supervises the conduct of mining or small-scale mining in Ghana. So today, if the president is telling us that he's now inviting the CSOs, it tells you that the president himself has not been clear in his mind and is not honest to the good people of Ghana with the way he wants to deal with the issue of galamsey. So
during your tenure,
it's a clear departure from his own position, and I don't think that we should be applauding for him. Rather, he should be apologizing to the good people of Ghana.
During your tenure, the NPP tenure, for 8 years, did you even dialogue with civil society groups, especially because the concern was that you failed to also declare a state of emergency, despite the massive calls from civil society groups?
Yes, one of the calls for the civil society was for us to have what we call the state of emergency. We did not see the need for state of emergency because we have taken adequate measures to ensure that we are able to regulate the conduct of mining within our Ghanaian sector. We took the steps to repeal that particular law that they were talking about in terms of the forest mining and all that. We took all those particular steps before we exited power. We also made sure that we invited very critical organizations, and the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources issued a statement that communicated well to the people of Ghana that these are the various steps that we have taken. We also engaged the security services to move into the forest reserve and ensure that those who mines without licenses and those who mines overboard the procedure of mining within Ghana was being regulated. So we took the necessary steps. One of the steps that we took that involved the civil society was their communicate to the people, to the government of Ghana at that time, which His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo took cognizance of the report of the civil society. And as part of their call was the state of emergency, the NDC accepted to the state of emergency and said it can be done within 24 hours. And today, they are in power over 9 months now, and they are not doing the state of emergency. What dishonesty is that? You cannot approbate and reprobate, and that is what the people of Ghana must know. John Mahama
the bigger concern really is that you said when you were in power, you took steps to deal with illegal mining, but obviously the reports we're receiving shows that the steps you took failed. You're talking about LI 2462, the repeal on that LI. You say you started the process, but as we speak, that LI has not been repealed. So it begs the question, at this point in time, you now agree that there's a need to declare a state of emergency now that you're in opposition?
Because the Ghanaian people, many people voted for the NDC because they said they are going to do state of emergency. People voted for them because of that. So why would they come and backtrack? People voted for them because they said they are going to do state of emergency, and that would have been the solution to the problem, the myriad of problems of the people of Ghana. So if I voted for you because you said you are going to do state of emergency, you come to power and you are telling me that there is no need for state of emergency because there is other security measures you are putting in, which the previous government was doing. Is that not dishonesty? Is that not dishonesty? Is it true that the good people of Ghana that
is it the case, Haruna, if you allow me, yes, is it the case that you now agree that there's a need to declare a state of emergency?
No, they are on their own sword. They are on their own sword.
As an opposition party, do you think it's necessary to declare a state of emergency?
I am no more in government. My decision today does not influence anything.
But you're the biggest opposition party. You're the biggest opposition party. The reason why I'm asking, do you now agree that there's a need to declare a state of emergency?
At the time we were there, 10 districts were still enjoying water. At the time we were there, the water supply systems in Ghana were still better. At the time we were there, some measures were being taken and we were making sure that good mining practices were being observed. So we did not see the need for state of emergency at that time. So now that we are here, 10 districts in Central Region cannot have water. 10 districts. All their systems have been shut down. Ghana Water Company, together with TURC, is determining to increase utilities by 280% or 289%. Where are we going? So if this is the state that we have reached, it means that it has gone over. And if Ghana civil society is calling for emergency, These people in Africa want life without no perspective. So if this is the case that two districts cannot supply water, then clearly there's a perspective that the president should exercise.
Oh, no, you have to position rightly, since we're losing you. But then publicly, you showed commitment to dealing with illegal mining. But behind the scenes, you are issuing mining licenses. The last few months of your administration, more mining licenses were issued than the past 1 year of your last administration. And that was a big concern, really. Now that you're in opposition, you agree that your approach to dealing with illegal mining failed. Don't you agree?
The fact that you have issued licenses to TV and radio stations to operate does not indicate an illegality. The fact that BVLAs are issued licenses to drivers drive, and there is so that they have licenses people to drive the cause of accidents. It does not cause accidents on the road when you license to people to operate. So if you license to people to
oh, no, you have to position rightly. We're struggling to hear you. If you could try one more time.
Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear now.
Okay, I'm saying that the fact that you have issued license to people to does not amount to illegality, does not amount to telling people a man is responsible. And you issue license to drivers drive from, and there is cannot attribute your license by this that what the license for people to drive for there is road. So lights are meant to make light.
Oh dear, how now? Your connection is still not favorable. We'll try and work the lines and reconnect to you. Maybe you may have to try.
Can you hear? Can you hear me?
It's better now. It's much better now.
I'm saying that the issue of licenses by the previous government does not necessarily amount to an illegality. And I'm giving you an analogy that Miracles has given before, that if you issue licenses to drivers by DVLA, it does not amount to when accident happens on the road. It is because you have issued licenses. Licenses are meant to regulate. Licenses are meant to manage. Licenses are meant to make sure that things are done in a proper manner. So the fact that we have issued licenses, it means that we are getting people who are mining illegally and giving them licenses to mine responsibly. So for me, I don't agree with the fact that because we have issued licenses to people, it means that it is a cause of illegal mining.
So much for your time here on The Pulse.